What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing my review on Teen Titans Judas Contract. Now, careful for spoilers, because there will be spoilers ahead, so I suggest you go see the movie first. It was honestly really good, but basically I'm just going to be breaking down some cool parts that happened and my overall review of it. So in the beginning, they had a really cool flashback with the original Teen Titans where they had Dick as Robin, and they had Speedy and Bumblebee, and they had Kid Flash, and I thought that was really cool. They were driving around in something that kind of looked like a Teen Titans car almost, which I thought that was also really cool. And I liked Starfire's origin story, but mainly the parts where she kind of was talking about how her planet was overrun and she was fighting off people that were trying to capture her. I thought that was kind of cool. I also liked how they built on her lore a bit when they talked about how they share languages through kissing. I thought that was a really cool thing they brought from the comics. During the movie, I liked how Slade, he kind of did this in the old Teen Titans show where he kind of used Terra to fight with the team and kind of infiltrate the team. And then ultimately, in the end, he sacrificed her to Brother Blood just to have his money contract. And that really builds on the character of Slade because he will definitely do anything just to get the contract done and just to get money. And I think that was kind of clearly apparent. I did think it was kind of weird in the beginning because we didn't actually know that Slade was just messing with Terra, and they said that they were going to be in a relationship, and I was kind of like Slade is 50 and she's 13, so I was kind of like, that's kind of weird, but I was okay with it, honestly. Now, when you see in the flashback, you have Kid Flash, you have Speedy, you have Bumblebee, but it doesn't show them on the team now. So where do you think they went? Because we do know that in the original Teen Titans show, they went into Titans East. So will they be building on that in the future? Maybe we could have Aqualad come on as well, where they do a Titans East thing. I think that'd be a really cool thing that they're saving for the future, and honestly, I'm really excited for that. I also like how they built on Starfire and Dick's relationship in the movie. It was really cool. They did have a few innuendos thrown around here and there, which honestly I didn't mind. And I feel like this movie was made partially for an older generation who has watched the original Teen Titans and gets it. And I think that was pretty cool. I did really like how it built on their relationship, though. I also like how they took Beast Boy's dialect and some of the stuff he says from the original Teen Titans show. He often addresses people like Raven and Terra as Mama, as he does in the Teen Titans show originally, which I really like how they brought that back because it kind of made me feel like this is our Beast Boy. They brought him back, and I really liked that. I also really enjoyed the villains for this movie being Brother Blood and Slade or Deathstroke. I think, of course, they had to have Deathstroke just because it's the Judas Contract. And looking back from the comics, he was one of the main villains in that. I really enjoyed how they incorporated Brother Blood, a longtime Teen Titans enemy, and I liked that they kind of took some inspiration from the original Teen Titans show, which that's probably the best part about this movie, that they took a lot of inspiration from the Teen Titans show, and I think that's really what kind of saved it and made it and pushed it to be a better movie. I liked their suit designs. I originally liked Starfire's suit in the flashback, but the edited suit in the future is kind of fine with me. The Blue Beetle suit was pretty basic, as it usually is, but it looked really cool. I liked how they switched Nightwing from blue to red. I kind of missed the blue, but the red looks really cool, and it's kind of like what they did in the New 52, so I don't really have a problem with it. I didn't like Beast Boy's flashback suit, but it was, and the rest of their suits were pretty cool, honestly. Now, during the climax of the movie, I liked how they kind of built upon Terra and Beast Boy's relationship, as they kind of had a similar one within the Teen Titans original show. And as I was saying, where they built upon it with and they took a lot of lore from the Teen Titans show, I think that's truly what helped this movie keep going. And I liked how Beast Boy and Terra kind of had a little relationship going before ultimately she died. In the end, when they're facing Brother Blood and Brother Blood takes all of their powers and they start fighting him, I think that was honestly really cool. It kind of reminded me of the character from Ben 10, Kevin 11, where he has all of Ben 10's powers into one form, and I thought that was a really cool kind of nod, and honestly, it was really cool to see how they all beat him. Now, during the end sequence, when Slade is talking to Terra and Terra breaks out, I'm not sure if Slade died or not, because it's honestly up in the air, because Slade says, I think he says goodbye Terra, or he says something, and then a bunch of rocks fall on him. And he doesn't really move, or he doesn't really make any movements. So I'm kind of confused about that. But hopefully we see him in the future, because he did come back from Batman versus Robin, where he went in the Lazarus pit, as he says in this movie. Also, in the end, when Brother Blood is removed of his powers by Raven, his wife comes over and she murders him, just blank shoots him in the back of the head. I thought that was pretty interesting, because her thought was, she's not going to let anyone cage him, she's not going to let them arrest him, so she just killed him, and I thought that was, like, pretty crazy. I mean, the character development in this movie was honestly really good. I also really liked at the end that Tara actually sacrificed herself to save the team. I liked how at the end she kind of had a moment where she was like, what have I done? I was just played. And she said, I have to be good once in my life. And I really liked how she was the one that saved everybody, and I thought that was a really cool ending. I also like how they brought Kevin Smith on, interviewing Beast Boy. That was really cool. I love Kevin Smith. I love what he does. And it was really funny to have Kevin Smith on interviewing Beast Boy for the ending. And at the ending as well, when they're talking, is really crazy, because not only does Raven give Damian a dog, which could possibly be Titus from the comics, we don't even know that, but B, they hint at Donna Troy actually joining the Teen Titans, which I thought that was crazy, because it's like a young Donna Troy still learning how to use her powers, and Donna Troy was originally in the original Teen Titans, so I cannot wait to see where this goes. The lineup of the Teen Titans kind of threw me off, because they had Nightwing and Robin on the team, and then they had Blue Beetle as well, but I was kind of okay with it because the characters were pretty cool, and I didn't really have a problem with them. I really liked how they built up the emotional suspense with Blue Beetle, and how the beetle, or the scarab on his back, was kind of pushing his family away, and they couldn't remove it, and it was basically his source of his power. So I really liked how that was kind of resolved in the end as well. Also, pushing to the end credit scene, if you didn't see that, the original guy who was experimented on by Brother Blood and then shot by his wife actually survived. The bullet faded away and he survived. So who could that have been? His eyes glowed green, so I was assuming maybe some sort of Solomon Grundy type of character, maybe, but I wasn't sure. Post in the comments what you guys think, because honestly, I'm completely confused as to who that may have been. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing more of these DC movie reviews, because honestly, this movie was great. I did like Justice League vs. Teen Titans, but I think this one was much better. I've been anticipating this for so long, because they've hinted at it a little bit, but not too much. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of these, and thank you for watching.